thinking about your transition from your past work to your more current work, it's a beautiful evolution. I mean, to see where somebody can
Oh,
start
thank you.
and to where absolutely to see where they can go. Um, I'm curious, was it a difficult transition in some ways for you to be the funny, silly guy on the air that's sort of with irreverent humor to a serious journalist? Or was that easier given the fact that it's sort of a is it the sister network and you were also on both shows, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a time in my first year there, my
Hmm.
first year here, I should say, where I was doing both
Right.
pretty extensively. Uh, I don't know that it was hard. Again, I think it's part of that thing of like, if it's coming my way, I'm just going to try it.
Right.
Like if it's coming my way, I'm just going to do it. So I had loved doing what I was doing. At YTV, one of the things I wanted to do was more interviews. I was like, I want to do more
Mhm.
interviews. I love doing the fun stuff, and I love playing games, and I love that style of interview. But like, I would love to just actually be able to sit down with someone and talk about what they're doing, like talk about their craft or talk about their product or whatever it is, for more than like, the 3 minutes or 2 minutes that we're going to be doing this segment, and then
Right.
here's a game, and then here's some flashcards, and here's a thing, and then you got to go by. Like, guests would come in and they would say, this is one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. It was a lot of fun.
Mm.
But for me, I also was looking for just something a little bit different. And so this is great because this provides that. I do it every single day.
Yeah.
I do it every day, which is amazing to
It's
me.
insane.
It's insane. It's right. Like the idea that you can just do a thing that you like doing. Yeah, I come down here and this is already set up and we just log on and there's an amazing like talent that I
Hmm.
get to just chat with for like 15 minutes or whatever.
Ready to
Like
go.
it's wild to me. Yeah, it's wild to me that this is my daily right now. It's great.
How much work was it when you were doing both shows at once? Like what type of day were we looking at in terms of a schedule?
Quite a bit. You know,
Mhm.
it was weekly. So what they had done was I was with YTV 1 day a week because they had taken me off of The Zone, which was the Monday to Friday show, but they kept me on Big Fun Movies, which was the Sunday show. So when I was at
Right.
YTV, I was on air 6 days a week, right? So I was doing the
Wow.
two shows. Um, and then there's a period of time when I was also doing the Next Star. So that was a
Mhm.
completely separate episodic competitive show. So I was doing that as well. So that was a lot. So
For
again, like
sure.
with this transition to this, it wasn't like the time that I was needed to work was a whole lot more than I was used to, or that the
Mm.
workload was a whole lot more than I was used to. It just kind of shifted. So I would do Big Fun Movies on, I think, Wednesdays, and then the rest of the week was dedicated to ET Canada. But my primary role when we're not in quarantine times is really as a traveling reporter.
Right.
So I mean, I host the show or co-host the show in studio with Cheryl or Roz or Sangeeta. But primarily it would be, we need someone to go to LA. Can you go to New York? Can you go to Shanghai? Can you go wherever? And we're going to do, whatever the assignment is there.
Right.
And so you imagine, you know, if it's 5 hours to LA, 3 days there, and then 5 hours back or whatever, like that's almost a full week
For
already.
sure.
Then on top of that is go back to ET and do the in studio stuff and interviews, and then go to YTV and then come. So
Wow.
there were stretches of time where it's a lot, right?
For
Like
sure.
where I'm just never here.